Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Adam. Adam is from Canada, so let's see what Adam has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, good morning Adam, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'll be very well, thanks so much for taking the time early morning for the interview, thank you.
Of course, yeah, no, thank you for wanting to chat with me.
Amazing, amazing. How's your morning going so far? I know it's very early over there. What's the time now, 8 o'clock?
9 o'clock, yeah.
9 o'clock. So how is it going so far?
So far, so good. I just woke up, so no complaints just yet.
Okay, Adam, before we start the game, just tell me where you're from.
So I'm from Kamloops, which is it's a city of about 90,000, 100,000 people in the interior of British Columbia, Canada.
Oh, wow. And what's the best part of living there, in your opinion?
I would say the weather. It's not as cold as the rest of Canada. It's probably one of the warmest spots in Canada. So compared to what you would expect from Canada, it's pretty warm. And the people are really great here. It's small enough where it has that community feeling, but it's big enough where it has everything you need. So it's a good size.
Very good. And what do you do for a living?
So I work in insurance. I am the auto insurance trainer for 18 branches in this region. So I onboard and train all of our new people we hire.
Amazing, amazing. You know what? Talking about Canada, I'm coming to Canada in 13 days.
Wow.
Yes, yeah, I'm coming to Montreal. My best friend lives in Montreal, so I'm coming for Christmas and New Year's Eve. I'm just crossing my fingers that everything goes right because, you know, the things happen in the world right now regarding the COVID situation. And I meant to go last year, but my godson was born, so I meant to go last year, but the world, you know what I mean, the borders was closed. So I'm gonna try this year again. I'm sure it's gonna happen. I'm just like counting the days to get to Canada. I can't wait, can't wait.
That's awesome. Well, make sure you get travel insurance. That's my piece of advice.
Good one, very good one. Before we start the game, our game, William the Magic Box, would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Something interesting about myself. Well, I used to be a diver when I was younger, you know, like springboard and platform diving.
Oh, wow.
So those days are way behind me now, but I still am really involved. I help judge the provincial competitions here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my extreme long-term goal would be to judge diving at the Olympics one day. So that's something I would really like to work towards.
Wow, interesting, interesting. Oh my God, can't wait for you to do it so we can do the interview afterwards for him to tell me how it went.
That's right, yes, for sure.
Adam, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. I've got here the box full of rather fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit, to wake you up for the day, Saturday, before the first question. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I like your mug, by the way. I love your mug.
Yes, thank you. This was a gift from my mom. I'm very lucky to have a very supportive family. So
Wow.
yeah, I like that.
Very good. Right, so through the game, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Okay.
First question for you is, what's the best advice have you ever given?
The best advice I have ever given?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I give a lot of good advice. Maybe, I think when I tell people just to be yourself, you know, I think a lot of times we get caught up in thinking, what if, or what can I do to make this person like me or this situation go well? And I think the best thing anyone can do is just be yourself and kind of let life happen around that.
Very good. I think it's the basic, isn't it? Just be yourself, the base thing that you can do. I think the world out there is going to take you the way you are, but if you are yourself, you are in the right path.
That's right, yeah. And you know, people who don't accept you for yourself, they can move along and they're not the right person to be in your life, I think. So
absolutely, will agree. Next question. Let's do Adam. Right. Next question for you is, what is the best gift have you ever received and from whom?
That is a tough one. The best gift that I have received. It's probably a few years ago, my mom started making all of her own cards. So birthdays, Christmas cards, that kind of thing. So it's probably the handmade cards that my mom has made me. One of them has the little bracelet that was on my wrist as a baby in the hospital built in with it. So they're super thoughtful, and those are probably the most meaningful gifts that I've received.
Oh wow, I think when you receive this kind of gift, my God, it's just actually you saying that my flatmate, his dad, he's from Italy, and his parents was in London last weekend, and he literally brought for him the cufflinks from his wedding day. Can you imagine? When I saw it, he started crying straight away, and I was like, oh my God, that's what a thoughtful gift, what a beautiful gift. I think those gifts is just like forever. You don't get best gift than those, for sure. For sure.
No, you can't beat that, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Next question, let's do it. For the next question, tell me, what do you like the most about your job, and what's the most challenging part of it?
What I like the most is being able to be helpful to new people, because as anyone who has started a new job knows, it's very stressful and very nerve-wracking. So I like to be able to make people feel really comfortable and take away that pressure and that stress from them. And the most challenging thing is the travel. My region being all of the interior of BC, it's quite a large region. So I have to travel a lot. I spend more time away from home than I do at home. And that can just get a little bit tiring sometimes.
Good, very good. Next question for you is, if you met someone sad in the streets, what would be your best advice to this person?
If I met someone sad in the streets?
Yeah, what would be your advice, or what would you say to this person if you see that they are kind of sad, not in a good place?
Yeah, I think my advice would be, it's okay to feel sad. Just don't fight the feeling. Let yourself feel it. You're entitled to feel that way. And just know it's not always going to feel that way. It will get better. I'm not a fan of, when someone's sad and someone says to them, oh, just cheer up, or, oh, don't think about it. It's not always that easy. So yeah, just allow yourself to feel that sadness and know it'll go away over time.
A very good point. Sometimes those people, they just want to be realistic, straight to the point with them, not just kind of moan or like, oh, you know what, that makes worse, because, you know what I mean, they just want to go straight to the point, or listen or hear something that's like genuine, you know what I mean? Comforting. Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
Next question for you. Let's do it. You like dancing? Amazing.
Yeah, I do like dancing, of course.
Right. Describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Oh man, this is tough. One positive word, compassionate. Okay. And one negative word would be self-critical.
Always being?
Always being self-critical.
If I would ask, yeah, carry on, sorry.
I'm very kind and thoughtful to other people, and I need to work on being that way towards myself more often sometimes.
Do you see some work in progress?
For sure, yeah. It's my New Year's resolution, for sure.
Great, very good. It's time for that.
Okay.
Now I think New Year's Eve is coming, we start to think about, okay, New Year is coming, so what I'm going to improve, what I need to improve. I think that's the time for us to get ourselves, you know what I mean, more understanding and kind of trying to go in a better direction, for sure.
Yeah, New Year's, it's a great time to start something new or try a new goal or something, yeah.
Absolutely. Next question for you. before the next question, as you're saying that your mom is very supportive and you got your mug, did you always have support of your family being gay? Walk me through the day when you came out, or why did you feel like was the time something happened, or just naturally it happened the way it should be? How did it happen, if you can share?
Sure, yeah. I've always had the support of my family. I've been extremely lucky that way. I was kind of coaxed to come out, I guess. My very first boyfriend I had when I was in high school, and I thought we were very sneaky, you know, people thought we were just friends, but I guess everyone knew that we were dating. So people were asking me over and over, like, hey, is this your boyfriend? Is this your partner? You can tell us. And I was really scared, so I kept saying, no, it's not like that. He's just my friend. And after I had been asked a few times, finally I just caved and I said, okay, yes, this is my boyfriend, I'm gay. And everyone said, yeah, we're not really surprised. We were waiting. We knew we were waiting for you to realize yourself. So I, admitted it to my parents first, and then my aunts and cousins were like, oh, I hear you finally realized you're gay. So yeah, it was a good experience for me.
And do you have siblings as well, or the only child?
I have a younger sister.
I see. Me too. I have one 3 years younger than me, my sister.
3 years younger?
And yours?
4 years younger.
Oh, good. Very good.
Yes.
Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect friendship?
A perfect friendship, I think would be one with open communication, because friends don't always agree, friends don't always get along. And so I think you need to be able to communicate with each other and move past those squabbles and those arguments. And then, of course, just someone that you can be yourself around, and someone you have fun with, someone you look forward to spending your time with.
And your best friends, they live the same city as you, or they are in different parts?
They're in different parts. Yeah, I moved to the city for work about a year ago, so I don't have many friends here, but I have made a couple close friends here for sure.
I see. And how far is your hometown to there? Is far away or not?
It's a 6-hour drive.
Okay, you still can make it, like the weekend, or it's not a big deal?
Yeah, for a long weekend, I'll go sometimes. It's a short flight, maybe just 1 hour.
Okay.
But flying within Canada is very expensive. Like, it's probably $1,000 to fly there.
Wow, that's very expensive. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I could probably fly over to UK for cheaper than to fly to my hometown.
Next question. Right, next question for you is, if you could have been in a moment, event in history, which one that would be and why?
Ooh, this is tough. There's so many cool moments. I think I would love to have lived during Marie Antoinette's time in Versailles, like, to spend a day as one of the nobles living at court with her would just be awesome. Probably that. I'm very fascinated by her.
Wow, amazing. Very good. Next question for you. Next question for you is, but before the next question, tell me, when you think about, you've been living there for 1 year in this new place, yeah? It's a new city.
Yeah.
What's the best part of living there so far, and what's the most challenging part?
I guess the best part has been the opportunity I've had with work, to advance my career and learn new things and meet people, which has been exciting. The most challenging part has been kind of the isolation. I moved here not knowing anybody, and it was right in the middle of COVID.
Oh yeah.
So no one wanted to bring someone new inside their bubble, and it was really hard to get to know people at first. So it was lonely.
And did you know somebody before that or not? It was completely new for you?
Yeah, completely new for me.
Wow, what a challenge.
It was, yeah. And I moved here just right before Christmas, so it was a hard time of year. And yeah, that was the hardest part for sure.
And you see yourself there for quite a while, more, longer?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I like it here.
Okay, good. Next question is, what is the weirdest food combination have you ever tried?
Oh, um, maybe on pancakes. I don't know if you guys have this there. Cheese whiz. Do you guys have that?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, it's like a processed cheese spread. Like imagine peanut butter, but with cheese.
Okay.
So my aunt, she really loves to put this cheese spread on her pancakes along with Canadian maple syrup. So I tried that one time and it was not my thing. But she loves it, so good for her. But that was one of probably the weirdest thing I've tried together.
And this food is like you eat this paste with like bread, or how do we eat this cheese? It's like a paste.
Yeah, mainly you would eat it on toast. You spread it on toast.
Okay.
Some people will like microwave it and then it gets runny and then you can dunk your nacho chips in it. Yeah, there's different things you can do with it. It's not my favorite thing, but some people really love it.
Interesting. Next question. Okay, Adam from Canada. Next question for you is, what motivates you the most in life?
It's changed for sure over the years. At this point in my life, probably just trying to be a good person, someone who other people would feel happy to know and call a friend, and someone I can look back on the things I've done and not feel shame or embarrassment or regret and feel proud of the things I've done. That's what motivates me the most at this point.
Very good, Adam. Good one. Next question. Before the next question, and how is the gay scene over there in Kamloops?
It's quiet. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's COVID, so Pride has been canceled, the gay bars have been closed, all of this has not been going on. So it's hard to say, but it seems relatively quiet compared to what you might expect in Montreal or Toronto or a larger city.
And do you find like the mentality of people, you feel approachable about being gay, you accept it over there or not?
Yeah, I do, for sure. It feels very open-minded. I've never felt, judged or unwelcome because someone found out about my orientation. So yeah, it's really good that way.
Very good one. Right, what was your best friend name growing up, and why did you consider this person as your best friend at the time?
Probably Jessica. We became best friends in kindergarten.
Oh,
yes. We shared our first kiss underneath one of the tables in kindergarten. The teacher had to phone our parents and tell them we had been kissing in class.
No way!
So yeah, she was just the first person that I connected with on the first day of kindergarten. And we remained close friends all through elementary school, I guess, just because we were so used to being together and spending our time together.
Amazing. Oh wow. And her parents knew your parents as well?
Yeah, her mom and my mom were very close friends.
Oh,
they still are very close friends, actually, which is nice.
There we go. That's why the keys came along.
That's right. Yes. They were probably hoping someday we will get married, but it didn't happen. So.
Good one. Next question. I think Jessica's going to be very happy to watch this interview, for sure.
I hope so. Yes, I hope so.
Right. I like this question. What does family mean to you?
Oh God, it sounds cheesy, but like family really means everything to me. I wouldn't be where I am today without my family. I'm so lucky to have the family I do. They're so supportive, and I would do absolutely anything for my family. So yeah, family really means the whole world to me.
Let's say that if you could spend the entire day with a family member, who that would be and why?
That would be, I guess, my sister, Candace. She lives in Vancouver, so, you know, a few hours away. I don't get to see her super often. And she's in a situation similar to me. She moved down there and doesn't know a lot of people there. So I think her and I both get lonely at times. And I would just love to have a day to spend with her because it's been too long since we've been able to do that.
Oh, sweet, sweet. So the place where you're based now, Adam, it's closer to Vancouver than like Montreal, Toronto. You are more closer there.
Yeah, it's about 4-hour drive from Vancouver, so it's not too far. But during COVID, they closed the travel throughout the province, so right. I was not allowed to travel down there. And then I don't know if you've seen anything in the news recently, but there's been really crazy storms here in British Columbia, and many of the highways and bridges have collapsed. So Vancouver actually is cut off from the rest of Canada right now. You cannot drive there.
Oh wow! No, I haven't seen that. Wow.
Yeah, you can only fly for right now.
But it's because the weather changes and things that just wow.
Yeah, climate change. They've had rainstorms and floods worse than they ever have had before here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Hope to get better. Hope things adjust just before Christmas.
I sure hope so. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Are you going to spend Christmas with your family or back in your hometown, or what's the plan?
Yes, back in my hometown. I'm going to drive there.
Good, very good.
Yeah.
Ready for another question?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Adam, you are so easy answering the question. I could go through the magic box, the whole question for sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Right. Next question for you is: How would your are you single or in a relationship at the moment?
I'm single.
Okay. So how would your best friend describe yourself?
I think my best friend would describe me as funny, silly, goofy. I think supportive. You know, I'm definitely always there when they need me or when they need to vent. My best friend and I, we have a lot of the same pet peeves, or a lot of the same things annoy us. So
which would be?
Oh man, I could just go on and on and on, but you know, mainly is various people who act in annoying ways, I guess. You know, people who aren't self-aware or are, you know, selfish, don't think about the way how they act affects others. A lot of those kind of things annoy us, and we're on the same page, so we can vent to each other about it a lot and appreciate where the other person is getting annoyed.
And between both of you, what's the biggest pet peeve that your best friend does that annoys you the most, and what's for him? What do you do that annoys him the most?
Well, it's a her, but
okay.
she will deny this, but sometimes she leaves my messages on read and doesn't reply. So that is a pet peeve. But she doesn't think she does it, but she does. For me, ooh, gosh, what do I do that annoys her? Probably the same thing, except like I don't read her message and not reply, but it'll go a long time until I read her message. I get distracted and I don't check my phone. And so she'll be messaging me over and over like, hey, where are you? I need to tell you something. So probably that.
Fun enough, I had my best friend as well who lives in Canada. He's the same as well. He doesn't read the message. And sometimes, since I've known him for like over 10 years, in the beginning I didn't know him very well, and I understand that he's not very into phone. His phone can be away like for hours and hours and hours. But when I know that he was online and he didn't see my message, and that's what was annoying me the most. And actually, not long ago, we had a conversation about that, and he's been improving now. He's been improving about it.
Yes, I try. If I see there's message after message coming on my phone, then I think, oh, okay, it's important. I need to go check.
Next one, let's do it. Right, next question for you is, tell us something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
I guess moving to Kamloops and taking this new opportunity with my career. It's out of my comfort zone for sure. I typically like to have my group of support system around me. So yeah, to move somewhere on my own where I don't know anyone and to live on my own and start a new job. Yeah, that's something that a couple of years ago I wouldn't have done. So I'm proud of myself for doing that.
That'd be good. And let's say that's like me, I've never been there before. If somebody would come for the first time in Kamloops, what would be your best piece of advice to see or to explore? What would be your best piece of advice?
Probably the wildlife park. So yeah, they have a wildlife park here. It's primarily rescued animals from all around Canada. Wow. So if you haven't seen many of the Canadian wilderness before, it's really cool because you'll see all the different bears and wolves and moose and all the famous Canadian animals are in one spot. You know, they're all rescued from the wild, so it's all animals that wouldn't have probably survived on their own, and now they have a safe place to live and people that take care of them. So yeah, it's just a really fun atmosphere to be there and see all the different animals. They're just so cute.
Amazing, amazing. Next question. Next question for you is, what is your funniest memory of your time at school?
Fondest memory of my time at school. It was probably the last couple years of high school, so grade 11 and 12. And me and one of my best friends, Hillary, we just had so much fun in those couple of years. Like we didn't take anything too seriously. So we would just go for lunch every day. We would kind of go to class when we felt like it. But I mean, you know, we still did very well in school. And yeah, it was just like a really, really fun time. And looking back on it, it feels like it was really carefree and not a lot of stress. So those were some really fond years for me.
Good one. And she lives back where your hometown as well or not?
No, she lives in Vancouver now.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Next question?
Yep, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Right. Next one is, tell us about your best holidays, your best vacation, and why you consider that.
My best vacation was probably with my mom and my sister. 2007, we went to Europe for my 19th birthday. So
wow! Where in Europe? Where?
We went to Netherlands, Germany, France, and Belgium. Wow. And yeah, we have family in the Netherlands, so it was really cool to see them for the first time in many, many, many years. And there's just so many funny memories that my mom and my sister have. And, you know, at the time, the three of us, we all got so annoyed with each other and we argued and we bickered. But now looking back, it's so funny to think about. And yeah, I really cherish those memories from that trip. So it's got to be that one.
Oh, wow. And where in Netherlands your family lives?
They live in Arnhem and 's-Hertogenbosch and another town, I don't remember what it's called, but it's maybe an hour outside Amsterdam.
I see. No, I'm just asking that because one of my best friends, gay friend, he lives in Helmond, near Eindhoven. It's like 1 hour more or less by car from Amsterdam. And I've been there so many times in Amsterdam, in Holland, you cannot imagine. Of course, for me, it's like 40 minutes on the plane. It's like 45 minutes. It's very,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's very close. So yeah, I just love the Netherlands. What a beautiful country, isn't it? My God, it's just so nice to be there. It's
Yeah, I would really love to go back, but for us, it's probably, I don't know, 9 hours flight or so. It's a long flight and it's really expensive, but one of these days I'm going to go back for sure.
For sure. And actually, last time I went there was for New Year's Eve in Amsterdam. I spent New Year's Eve there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was raining a little bit. I remember it wasn't like heavy raining, but me and my friend, we meant to travel to another city, another town. We meant to pass Amsterdam just to cross Amsterdam and to go to the city where it's like the whole city you just can walk around by the canal. It's very well known.
Oh,
yeah, it's
wow.
Beautiful. And
Nice.
yeah, we said, okay, let's do that. So we start our journey, drive from Helmond to the city. And when we arrived in Amsterdam, it was already getting dark and it was raining. It was like, oh my God, it's not gonna be a good trip to go there. So we said, okay, let's stay here already for the New Year's Eve, and we just stayed there in Amsterdam. So that was our journey. But it was a good
That's
time.
awesome. Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds like a really fun time.
Right, I have 3 questions left for you. Okay,
Okay.
let's do it. For the next question, Adam, when you think about your hometown, what's the best memories that comes to your mind genuinely that you feel like, oh, I miss that so much?
Probably growing up as a child, my aunt, she lived like just one street over from where we lived. And so always me and my sister and my 2 younger cousins, we were always together. It was almost like 4 siblings, did everything together, hung out, spent so much time together. So probably those days are what I feel nostalgic for, or what I miss, was just, always being surrounded by so much family, no matter what.
Very good. Next question for you is, who was your first crush and why?
Oh man, well, probably Jessica, because I kissed her. But yeah, you know what? My first male crush was probably Alexander Despatie. Are you familiar with him?
No, but it rings a bell. The name rings a bell.
He's a great Canadian diver, probably the greatest Canadian diver of all time. So yes, growing up in diving and watching his videos and looking up to him as a role model, I think that was the first time where I started to feel that attraction towards a man, was that.
Wow, very good. Of course, connect with diving, that's your passion, so it's all connected.
That's right. And I mean, he's wearing a Speedo, he's got a great body, so
Ooh.
yeah, of course.
The perfect one. He loves
That's
diving,
right,
perfect
yes.
body, good looking, why not?
Exactly.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Adam, as you say about diving, what would be your best piece of advice first for someone like me, never done before? Yeah, what would be your best piece of advice? And for like overall people, what's the misconception? What's the most misconception that people has about diving professionally or just for fun? And what's the things that people most concerned about? And yeah, what would be your best piece of advice regarding that?
Yeah, so for someone new who's just starting out, my advice would be, don't be scared. Trust your coach. Here in Canada, the coaches go through such a rigorous training and certification process that, if you're being coached by someone, they know what they're doing. They know how to keep you safe. So trust in that. Don't be scared. The biggest misconception, I would say, is, people always think that all that matters in diving is, if you can go in the water and make a small splash. And then that's an important part of it, but there's so much more to it. The judges, they go through so much training. If you've watched diving, they're doing these flips and somersaults, and in the blink of an eye, and the judges need to be able to critique every part of that. So it's so much more than just who hits the water and makes a smaller splash. And then I guess my overall piece of advice would be, again, similar to my advice for a new person, just, don't be scared. You never know how good you can be with diving or with anything in life if you don't give it your 100% best effort. And if you hold back and only give it, 50% effort, you're only going to achieve 50% of your potential. So just go for it. At the end of the day, if you wipe out, it's water. It'll hurt, but you're not going to die. So just go for it.
Good word. Very good. Right. I love this question. If you could sit down with yourself when you were 13 years old, what would you say to yourself at the time? Which advice would you give to yourself?
I would tell myself not to spend so much time worrying about what other people think about you. Don't worry about whether people like you, whether people think you're cool or popular enough, or just do what makes you happy, and you'll attract the right people towards you. And don't feel like you need to be something that you're really not, just for the sake of making more friends.
Imagine if we knew this knowledge at the time, would make a big difference. I think all of us, we go through this insecurity life, isn't it, during this age. When you start puberty, when you start to get to know better yourself about I think that will be a very piece of advice for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It would be life-changing.
Yes, absolutely. Ready for the last one?
I'm ready, yeah.
Of course you are, of course.
Always ready.
Ready for another hour here for sure.
That's right.
Let's do it. But before the last question, as you know, the world went upside down last year regarding the COVID situation. What's the most positive thing you took out of this challenge journey so far?
I think it would be just to appreciate the time that we get to spend with people. I think we take it for granted. I know I do. I think a lot of people probably do. And then all of a sudden, when we weren't allowed to gather, we weren't allowed to travel and this and that, you really realize how much you miss spending time with those people that are important to you. So for me, I think not taking that for granted and really enjoying the time that you get to spend with people. I've noticed since then, when I'm with people, I put my phone away, I turn it off, I give them my attention, because you never know when you're not going to be able to spend time with them again. So
very good point. Last question, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
What is something not many people know about you?
Oh, you know what? I think it would be that I'm really a very sensitive person. I think a lot of people know me as someone who, likes to joke and laugh and be silly, and they think of me as someone who doesn't get down a lot or doesn't get stressed.
Strong person. Yeah.
But deep down, I'm a very sensitive, emotional guy, and I think a lot of people probably have not seen that side of me.
Good one. Very good. Now they know now. For this interview, they know now.
My secret's out. That's right.
Right, there's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind, and I'm sure it's going to be very easy for you, for sure.
All right, okay.
Religion.
Church.
Politics.
Conservative.
Love.
Romance.
Money.
Rich.
Ooh. Family.
Love.
Sex.
Oh, passion.
Fear.
Spider.
Desire.
Love.
Friendship.
Jessica.
Famous Jessica. Regrets.
Oh, sad.
Success.
Money.
Wish.
Money.
Happiness. Money. Joking.
No, family, actually. Money is second.
One word for Kamloops.
Hot.
And the last one now, Canada. One word.
Friendly.
Amazing, amazing. Right, I'm going to meet Jessica now for a coffee, and I'm going to ask Jessica, tell me the most beautiful thing about Adam, and tell me something that he still needs to improve on. What do you think she would say?
I think beautiful thing she would say would be my ability to find the humor in any situation. And something I need to improve on is probably keeping in touch with people, making more of an effort to not let time go by when you haven't spoken with someone.
If I would ask the same question to your sister, would be the same answer?
No, it would be a different answer.
What that would be?
I think the most beautiful thing would still be the humor, the ability to cheer someone up in a sad situation. I think what she would say I need to improve on is my confidence or you know, how I view myself not being impacted by others' opinion of me.
Good point, good point. Listen to your sister.
I know, I should. She's a smart girl.
Let's play now Adam and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the news one more time. Let's do it.
Okay.
You can ask me a question now, Adam.
I can ask you a question now.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you start doing these interviews, and why do you enjoy doing them so much?
Right, good question. I think, Adam, it's very interesting because when through my life, I remember seeing people express themselves, how much they love what they do, you know what I mean, their passion in their workplace or their career. And since a teenager, I always was asking myself, my God, what I came to this world for? What is my passion? And of course, I believe that the human beings, we are capable to do different areas, different things, different careers, you know what I mean? We have this the thing, but I was asking myself, I could do that and I would be happy. I could do that and I would be happy as well. But deep inside, I couldn't find something that, okay, you know what? That's something that I came to this world for. And now I can tell that. I can say that this project, Magic Box, it's something that it came in a very dark place. It started out like last year. I literally went for a run in the park one day through the pandemic, and this idea literally just popped to my head. And I literally had goosebumps at the time. I was running and I stopped and looked outside. I said, my God, what's that? What is? It was so powerful that I said, my God, that's what I'm going to do. That's what my passion. That's what, you know what I mean? Something was hidden somewhere. And it's something that if I would see somebody doing that, I would be like, oh my God, I'd love to be doing that. You know, it's always something, Adam, that it came from a good place. You know, it's I always want to do something creative. I always been very creative. I always been very approachable. I like being connected with people. And fun enough, this kind of interaction I always done in my life. As a teenager, as an adult, I remember going on picnics or park or parties. I always end up in the end goes like, oh, tell me something interesting about your childhood. It's kind of questions. And I've always done that. And I never realized that, of course, I never done that in a bigger proportion worldwide. And of course, in front of the camera as well. But I've always done that. And for example, when I'm doing the interview, connect with you, I literally forget that I'm recording. I forget that I'm gonna, you know what I mean, put on a show afterwards. I'm gonna, but because it's so natural for me, that's something it's a gift. I feel that I could do that for 24 hours no stop, because for me it's so great. It's so beautiful. It's so empowering to connect with people around the globe and see their, you know what I mean, sharing their memories in life, their point of views. I think it's just something beautiful, and I enjoy very much, I must say. I think it's visible. People can see how much I enjoy, because it's just nice, you know what I mean? And all the interesting thing as well, sometimes, I don't know if you saw any show, but when I need to record like the entrance, I go like, oh, welcome to the Magic Box. You know what I mean? Today it's gonna be Ada on the show. Literally, when I'm doing that, I get nervous because, you know what I mean? It's like I need to stop, stand, and do the thing. But when I'm doing the interview, I literally forget. I feel like I'm talking to someone, like a friend. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, you know what I mean? I'm here recording like a show. So yeah, that's my answer to you. My genuine answer. It's just something that's a gift, and I'm so grateful that I find my way in life. I found my desire, my passion, and that's what I want to do forever. That's what I would like to do.
No, that's awesome. You can definitely tell you're passionate about it. You can see how much you enjoy it, and you're so easy to talk to. So I definitely think you've found the right thing to do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for taking your time so early morning as well, the weekend. I'm sure it's your time off, and you took the time for this interview. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah. No, thank you for chatting with me. It was a pleasure.
But before you go, I would like to share a positive message, or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Something that inspires me in life?
Yeah, something that you like to share, something that's always looked after, something that you found very inspiring.
Yeah, there is a quote that I've come across recently that really has stuck out with me. And it is that a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. And I think that's a really awesome quote, and it just, a good reminder that sometimes you need to leave your comfort zone to excel and to grow. And yeah, that's a philosophy that I am trying to live by, and I would encourage others to do the same. Do the thing that feels scary, because it might just pay off.
Absolutely. And if you feel scary, go in feeling scary. You know what I mean? Go. Don't stop. You go there, because you can find beautiful things out there for sure. There's a few great things there.
I agree.
Adam, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much. And I can't wait for the second interview after you went for the Olympics, your dream. I can't wait for you to tell me all about it. I'm very excited. I already got goosebumps now thinking about it. Can't wait for your journey to explain, to tell me everything, how it went. I can't wait for that, okay?
For sure. Yes, absolutely. I can't wait.
All the best. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely Christmas as well. And I talk to you soon, okay? We keep in touch, okay? All the best.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye, Ad. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.